Alright viewers, our top focus remains as the world celebrates the return of NASA astronauts Sunita Williams and Butch Wilmore. They have safely touched down on Earth after spending over 9 months in space due to unexpected delays and glitches in the Boeing Starliner capsule that took them to the ISS. Now their spacecraft, the SpaceX Dragon, has successfully splashed down off the coast of Florida at 3:27 a.m. IST. This marked the end of a mission that lasted 296 days. Now, in a very sweet moment, a pod of dolphins was seen swimming around the spacecraft as recovery teams worked to retrieve the crew. Sunita Williams, of course, beamed with joy as she stepped out of SpaceX's Dragon capsule, waving and smiling. Meanwhile, we also focus on Sunita Williams. Her Indian roots remain a significant part of her journey. During her 9-month-long stay aboard the International Space Station, Williams stayed connected to her culture, even capturing iconic view of the Mahakumbh from the space. Let's in fact take you viewers through some of these iconic moments, of course, where Sunita Williams had kept in touch with her roots. I have some of them on my screen over here. I request the crew upstairs to showcase it to our viewers. Earlier itself, Sunita Williams had carried the Bhagavad Gita to space. Here's a photograph of that, and she had also taken an idol of Lord Ganesh to space earlier. She also celebrated Diwali aboard the International Space Station, and she's earlier, of course, visited her father's village in Gujarat, Chulasan, and she also carried the Upanishad and the Om symbol to space in 2012. She also visited India back in 2013. And here, of course, is that very photo of the Mahakumbh Mela, of course, a grand event that took place in Prayagraj. More than 500 crore people visited the Mahakumbh over a month and a half. So, this is a photograph that Sunita Williams had clicked from space of Prayagraj during the night. You can clearly see the entire area. The Kumbh special district that was created by the Uttar Pradesh government, illuminated as crores of devotees, of course, took a holy dip at the Sangam Triveni. Meanwhile, joining us on the broadcast is Dr. Arun P. Sekarwar, who is a space scientist. He is also a TEDx speaker, neuroscientist and futurologist. He has been a former scientist at 3 research institutes abroad. We also have with us Group Captain V.N. Jha, former Joint Director of the DRDO, and Gautam Mukherjee, senior journalist. I'd like to rope in Group Captain Jha first. We've seen those very stunning visuals, that spectacular splashdown that had taken place off the coast of Florida. Very sweet moments as dolphins also surrounded the capsule, and of course that very iconic moment where all the 4 astronauts waved from inside the capsule, and as they came out, they were beaming, they were elated. Meanwhile, could you take our viewers through the process, because we'd seen how the parachutes were deployed. We saw an inside view as well. So how crucial was that deceleration process? Could you describe that to our viewers?
Yeah, very good morning to you. I will first take up something what very few people have talked about, and that is when the Crew Dragon splashed down in the sea, in the ocean. They had intruded into the privacy of the seals, of the dolphins, because that is their natural habitat. Still, I salute dolphins who came up to the Crew Dragon to say, hello, do you need my help? Can I help you anything? So good that this was the beginning of their arrival here. But now coming back to the serious aspect of them coming back, there are many things that every space mission teaches us. One, of course, is that they had gone into the Starliner for 8 days, but could return only after 9 months. This unpredictability of the space missions is something is fairly predictable, that you can go into such things. Yeah, I was just mention to you that the human space missions is something I have been working on for quite some time. This is the book that I have written about the concepts in the human space mission. One thumb
All right,
rule.
sir. Apologies to interject you. Dr. Jitendra Singh is speaking in the Lok Sabha. Let's cut across live. I'll come back to all of you who are waiting with us.